What? You're telling me Jimin just broke another record while in the military? I had to double check because honestly, it sounds unreal. But no, it's real. This just happened, and it might be the most Jimin thing ever, quietly making history while the world counts the days until he comes back. Let me walk you through what just went down, because if you're even thinking about missing this, don't. This is one of those moments fans are going to talk about for years. From April 7th to April 13th, in the global K-pop idol popularity poll known as K-Doll, Jimin didn't just show up, he dominated. He ranked number 1 again, earning over 37.9 million hearts from fans all around the world. And that wasn't some once-in-a-while lucky surge. That marked his 188th time ranking first in the weekly chart, 188 times. Let that sit for a second. That's more than consistency. That's not just popularity. That's a movement. As of April 19th, Jimin has collected over 18.2 billion hearts total. Not million, billion. And what makes this even more mind-blowing? He's ahead of the second place by more than 5.8 billion votes. That kind of lead doesn't just happen. That's the result of a love so fierce, so dedicated, that it keeps growing stronger. Even when he's not on stage, not on screen, not posting every day. His fans have created something legendary. And it doesn't stop there. Jimin holds the record for the most number 1 spots on the daily chart with 1,241. He's been first place in weekly rankings 188 times, monthly rankings 42 times. And the voting records? He owns those too. The most daily votes ever, the most weekly, the most monthly, even birthday votes. Do you remember October 13th, 2022? That day he received over 2.6 billion votes for his birthday. 2.6 billion. That's not just support. That's pure devotion. He hasn't just entered the Hall of Fame. He built the hallway and carved his name into every single wall. And here's the part that really hit me. Even with all this happening, Jimin is still that same humble, soft-spoken person who connects with fans like no one else. On Weverse, he recently wrote, "There really isn't much time left." And he said he's trying hard to stay healthy and not get hurt. He's thinking about us, even while serving, even while off the grid, even when the spotlight's not directly on him. He's still thinking about us. And when a fan asked him to come back and play with them soon, he responded with just a simple promise emoji. But you know what? That tiny symbol, it said everything. Because behind it is the weight of a bond built over years. Behind it is every concert, every live stream, every message he's ever shared. Behind it is the promise that this isn't the end. It's a pause. And when the music plays again, it's gonna hit even harder. June 11. That's the day he's officially discharged. And I don't think the world is ready for what happens next. Because if Jimin can break records, build legacies, and hold the top spot in global charts without stepping foot on a stage, imagine what happens when he finally returns. Imagine that first smile, that first post, that first performance. I know I'm not the only one who's going to cry like it's the finale of a drama we've been watching for years. So here's the real question. Are you ready? Because the comeback isn't just his. It's ours. It's every fan who stayed, voted, waited, believed. It's every heartbeat that hit the like button, every midnight tweet, every person who whispered, "I miss you" to a screen. This moment belongs to all of us. So if you're counting down with me, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe for more updates, and tell me in the comments, when Jimin comes back, what's the first thing you want to see him do? And hey, just imagine that smile. We're almost there.